So this is a recording to show you how to add locations to a particular site that you're working on. What we'll do is we'll go to my favourite place, the 88 Noodle Bar in Huddersfield, and we'll tap on that. We'll ignore the fact that we've got some outstanding tasks, etc. on there, and just concentrate on what we can see. So we've arrived at this site. Somebody's already been there by the looks of it. They put in a kitchen. There's an existing green card on site. But what I'm going to show you is how to add locations. What you want to do is take a logical approach to this and start from the basement upwards. So let's assume we're looking at an office block. I'm going to start adding locations, and the way we do that is to hit the black plus sign underneath locations, and you can start adding the floors. So let's say we've got a basement. I'm going to hit the tick sign. I'm going to add another one. I'm going to say we've got ground floor. We're going to also say we've got the first floor, and finally the second floor. Depending on which way your brain works, we can. I like to see things in front of me the way they're laid out on site. So I'm going to move the second floor up to the top. Likewise with the first floor, I put that in the right position, and the ground floor and the basement. Now you can see we've got a kitchen on there. It's now got to go and be moved into the correct onto the correct floor. The way to do that would be, if you've already got some locations in there that have been set up, is to click on the three dots. You might want to have a little look in the kitchen. We've probably got assets in there. From a previous visit, we've got a kitchen canopy and an extract fan. Not a problem, because when we move the kitchen, we're going to move all of the assets that are contained within it as well. So we'll hit the three dots and say move. It opens up another screen, and we just move the kitchen to wherever it is on site. So the kitchen is actually in the ground floor. It's going to ask you to confirm. Let's press OK. The kitchen's disappeared. So now we go into the ground floor, and it's showing you the ground floor with a kitchen inside it. Once you're on the ground floor, you might want to put some other locations as well. You can put as many locations in as you like. Here I'm going to put the reception in there. Whether you've actually got anything worth testing or working on in that area is besides the point. I'm going to say there's a cleaner's cupboard. And perhaps there is, I don't know, a service cupboard for the risers. And you can even say that as well if you want to. The more specific you are with the locations, the better. For example, if we go back up a level, if you hit the root word, it's in green at the top of the screen, and you say back to root. You go back to where your locations are. So for example, you've got your reception and everything on the ground floor. On the first floor, let's say we've got some rooms, offices. Let's be specific. Room 001, room 002, etc. Now every site may have a different name. It could be called, you might go into the Zeta suite, or you might have the CEO's toilet. You never know. So you can put any of these things in, and you can keep going and going and going with these things. So within room 001, you might have a service cupboard within that. You just keep going until you get to wherever your asset is. So within that service cupboard, there might be a water tap, or there might be some ductwork, etc. Let's go back to the root. So effectively what it's allowing you to do is to drill down into each of those locations. If you decide on your ground floor that actually the way you walk through the corridors is slightly different, and in fact you come to the reception first, put the reception first, then the kitchen, then the service cupboard, etc. Okay, that's pretty much it on how to add locations. Just to say one last thing, and that is, whichever location you're in, you're able to take a photograph of that location, and you're able to add some text. So if you go into your room 001, if you were to swipe to the left, which takes you right, you can add pictures. So you can take a picture of that particular room, and you can even add comments about that location as well. It's specific to the location, won't necessarily appear on any of the reports that we produce as service reports, but we are able to produce it as a report, as a location report. So any photographs and text that you put in there will appear. You might want to say that room 101, for example, you need to get the key for this room from reception. Things like that, okay? And you can keep adding notes in there for engineers. When they go back to site, they will see these comments as well. So you can put whatever you like in there, really. Okay, let's go back to the route. And there we are. I think that's pretty much it.